Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Farah, aka Dr. Laurent. Today, I'm extremely excited to announce New Nurse to Dream Role course. It's official. You can start enrolling today, and the actual course will go live tomorrow, July 22nd. So I know I'm streaming right now on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So I will share the sales page and the link where you can actually go and purchase the course. And again, I'm going to break down the course, who it's for, and tell you all the details in this live. And again, this is only available until August 31st. Or actually, I think I put it to August 30th, which is my birthday. So you can get the early bird special for the course. And if you enroll before July, the end of this month ends, you will get a free one-on-one session with me. Okay? So let me know if you're watching. Let me know what city, what country you're watching from. And I want to tell you a little bit about the course. Okay? So the course is my signature framework on how I help new graduate nurses and nursing students get their dream roles, right? And I'm talking nursing students that are 6 months out from graduation are landing their dream roles. Okay? New nurses are getting hired, some of them getting same day offers. After interviewing, they are getting offers several hours after they interview. And I have plenty of testimonials on my website and on LinkedIn of previous nurses that I've worked with this framework. Okay. But the framework that I've been really working on, like I said, over these last 4 years, the model has been a one-on-one coaching model where I work on this with my clients one-on-one. And it is very time consuming. Obviously, I support my clients one-on-one so that they have the opportunity to, ask questions and we go through things together. However, what I've seen over the last couple years, nurses really asking, is this available in a digital format? So that's what I created. I really packaged all my expertise, all my knowledge, my strategies, frameworks that work and give results, transform new nurses' mindset and their way of thinking so that they can land their dream role. And it's all packaged in this digital course. So like I said, it goes live tomorrow and you can enroll today. So why did I create this course? Because I didn't have anything like this when I first started as a new nurse. Okay. And it was very important to me to start this career coaching specifically for new graduate nurses because there's not a lot of resources out there for nursing students and new grads. Yes, you might have career services at your college or university, but trust me, it is not comprehensive to the level that you need to actually land your dream job. In fact, nursing school does not prepare you at all to find your dream job. And a lot of nursing students are actually struggling in the clarity phase because they're confused, frustrated, not sure if they should even start in the hospital or what unit to start in, right? I actually just got off a client call where this particular client has been searching for a position for several months. And I think she was just not clear about what she, really wanted because she was just listening to what everybody else was saying, nursing school, other people, really pushing her towards more of the hospital setting. But after just, having one call with her, we really worked on getting clear as to what it is that she wants. And that is the first module in my course where we talk about clarity. And I'm not talking about clarity just in the job sense of where should I work. Clarity meaning holistically. So clarity in the sense of where should I live, right? Maybe you went to school abroad somewhere. Maybe you want to go back home and work. Excuse me. Or maybe you're tired of the current city you're in and you want something new and exciting and you want to move to a different area. That's one piece of that clarity, right? Is like location. Where do you want to live? Then what type of lifestyle do you want to lead? So many people are confused about this because typically nursing is shift work, right? You're typically either working day shift, afternoons or evenings, whatever you call it, or night shift. And a lot of nurses struggle with this because many new grad positions are nights, and some people don't want to work nights, right? So this module in my course, From New Nurse to Dream Role, would get you clear on your next steps. Like I said, in every phase, whether it's in your just life, what type of lifestyle do you want to live? Where do you want to live? What type of role do you want to do? What type of population do you want to serve? What skills and strengths do you have that are in alignment with your values, your dreams, your goals, so that you can get clear in your job search? And what's happening to most of you nursing students or new grads, you're confused and you're applying to too many jobs, right? And you become exhausted, frustrated because you're applying to like over 200 jobs and you keep getting rejections. And the reason you're not getting hired is because you're not clear on what it is that you want. You're confusing hiring managers, you're confusing recruiters. Okay, so the New Nurse to Dream role has specifically been designed to address all these challenges and issues as nursing students and new grads as you transition into the job search phase. Okay, and I make it easy for you to walk you through all the different, aspects that you could be facing. Okay, so module 1 is clarity, which we talked about. Okay, module 2 has to do with positioning and building a personal brand. So positioning and branding, really, nursing students and new grads don't think about your job search that way. When I talk about positioning, it's really positioning yourself for success so that when you get to the interview phase, you know what to do. And even positioning yourself so that you can get past a lot of these recruiter phone calls and that you can actually get interviews. Most nursing students and new grads are not even passing past the recruiter phone calls, and they're not even getting interviews. So this module helps you with the positioning and being successful into how to get these interviews, right? So it has a lot to do with personal branding, which I break down a lot of LinkedIn, how to be proactive in your job search. And these modules are all basically videos. And I do have some activities and worksheets and tips, PDFs, things like that, resources, frameworks for you to use. Okay. And that's module number 2. And then we move on to module 3, which is concrete tips, where I actually break down how to look for jobs on LinkedIn, what to do, what not to do. So it's the job search strategy. And in this module, like I said, we break down how to be proactive and how to really get clear in your job search so you're not exhausted, because a lot of this can be almost like a full-time job, right? Looking for a position. And a lot of nursing students and new grads don't realize that it can take anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to actually land a position. So this is why I say, if you're a nursing student watching this, it's not too early to start applying for positions. Yes, even before you graduate. And I think the sweet spot to start getting ready to apply for positions is 6 months before you graduate. And I know a lot of people might be watching this and disagreeing with me. I don't care. You can disagree if you want. I personally have a lot of experience in this. I got hired in the emergency department as a nursing student before I graduated and before I even passed my boards. And this was in Canada 20 years ago. So I know what I'm talking about, right? I've also helped over 200 nurses, right, through mentorship and coaching and helped them land their dream job. I think I know a thing or two. So 6 months before, you should start preparing. Everything that I talk about today is going to be more in depth in this course from New Nurse to Dream Role, so that you're not overwhelmed. You're not second guessing yourself, like, what should I do? What should I not do? Why am I not getting interviews? What am I doing wrong during the interviews? I'm not getting, my dream role. And we go through like not settling. I don't want you to just settle for any position. I want you to settle for the right position for you, something that you're excited about, right? So like for me, I was excited about working in the emergency department, and that was the right role for me. So like I said, module 3 is the job search and, but the proactive strategies that you should be doing. Okay. Now, the most important part of this course is going to be the art of interviewing. Because when you actually get to the interview stage is when you literally need to knock it out of the park. You need to slay. You need to bring it, right? So we work on your interview pitch, how to create an interview pitch. All that is broken down in this course. Okay, so if you happen to be watching, like I said, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any comments. And if you happen to be watching on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, send me a message or go to my website, nursefair.com, or just simply message me if you're interested in this course. Like I said, the course goes live tomorrow, but you can enroll as of today. So after this live, I will drop the link to directly get your first dibs on this course from New Nurse to Dream Role. And it's going to be only for $497, and you will get this course. The regular price for the course is $1297, but if you get it now, it's only less than $500, right? $497. So let's talk about that for a moment. Most of the nurses that I help are getting jobs that are $100K, right? $100,000 to $175K annually. Okay. So that $500 for a course, and it's less than 500, it's $497, is a no-brainer. It is the investment, the little investment that you're making, that you can actually get hired faster with confidence and start working sooner, right? Instead of sitting around for 6 months, 9 months with no job. Okay. And let me tell you too, a lot of nurse residency programs are very picky about who they let into their residency program. If you are close to 12 months or at the 12-month mark, it might be very difficult now for you to get into a nurse residency program because they have certain criteria, right? So this is why you want to apply early. You want to have the strategies and frameworks early so that you can get, right, the dream role that you want. And you're going to get this dream role through my course. And you're not, you have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one if you want. However, this is a self-paced course where you're going to get all of my strategies, all of the things that I teach my clients one-on-one, all packaged in one course at your convenience. You can actually get this in your last year of nursing school. Start going through it because there's actually strategies that are in there and they're applicable to nursing students in their last year. Okay. And strategies that I personally use to land my emergency department role as a nursing student before I even graduated and before I even passed my NCLEX. And a couple stories that I have a nurse that was out of New York. Her name is, oh my God, her name escapes me right now. But she wanted an L&D job in Long Island. The hospital system is called Northwell, but everybody told her she couldn't get an L&D position. She couldn't get a labor and delivery job as a new nurse. They're like, it's impossible. You can't get it. This is in New York City. We worked together. Within a couple months, she was able to land her dream role in labor and delivery, making over 100K. Okay. Another nurse, Brittany. I worked with Brittany. She was out of California. She must have applied, she said, to over 150, over 200 applications for over 6 months, could not get an interview. She wanted to work in mother baby. We worked together. Within a month, she got a position, same day offer in mother baby, working day shift. They even asked her, what shift do you want? And then they gave her the compliment that she was one of the best candidates that they have interviewed in like over a year. They were like blown away by her interview and called her right after the interview and said that they wanted to offer her the job. And these are my strategies and frameworks, like I said, that I've used over the last 4 years to help my clients get their dream role. And it's all packaged up in this course, only for $497, so that you can get your dream job as well, right? And this is only available for a limited time. If you get it before the end of this month, you'll have the opportunity to get a one-on-one strategy session with me, consultation call with me. If you get it before this month ends, if you get it in August, you'll still take advantage of the $497, but you will not have a strategy session with me. It'll only be the course, right? So you definitely want to jump on this early. And then after August 30th, the course will go to $1,297 at the regular price, which is still, by the way, a steal, okay? Because like I said, you're going to be making at least 100K or more, okay? So it's a no-brainer, a small investment that you're making in your professional development so that you, as a nursing student or new grad, can get what it is that you really want. And I'm taking all the guesswork out of everything, right? So you don't have to waste time researching interview questions and all that type of stuff. I've collected interview questions over the years from interviews I've conducted myself and been in interview panels where I interviewed nurses, plenty of them. Okay, so I have a set of those as resources in this course. So number 4, we talked about the number 4 modules, the art of interviewing. And then number 5 is the follow-up and the negotiation, because a lot of new nurses think that you can't negotiate your offer or you can't negotiate other things in your compensation package, but you can, especially if let's say you're relocating to a different state, you can ask for a relocation bonus, or, there's different things that you can do. And I discussed that all in this course in module 5. So again, if you happen to be watching this and you are interested in this course, I will drop the link so you can enroll now and take advantage of that $497 offer, and that you can actually get your one-on-one strategy with me before the month ends. And if you miss out on that, the month of August, all the way to my birthday, August 30th, you will have the opportunity to still buy it at $497, but you will not get the one-on-one strategy call with me, the consultation. That will not be included. So you need to purchase it now to be able to take advantage of that one-on-one call. And typically I charge for my one-on-one consultations. So this is free of charge included if you get this course today. Okay. So I will put the link in the comments so that you could purchase it now. You could tell a friend, you could repost this if you have family members that are nurses or new graduate nurses or nursing school. You could get this for them as a gift. You could tell them about this. You can repost this. I would really appreciate it if you repost it, and maybe also you can tag nursing students or nurses that would be interested in this course. And again, $4.97, it's a steal. So if you have any questions and you happen to be watching the replay, you could still drop them in the comments and I will answer any of your questions or comments. I will also try to go live later this week. I'll drop when I'm going to go live next, and so I can give you an opportunity to come on and ask any questions, job search questions, interview questions, anything you will have, or you can even drop them in the comments now. Any challenges that you're having in your job search, interview challenges, put them in the chat now. And what I'll do is I'll bring it up in my next live when I talk about the new Nurse to Dream Role course. And I'll address some of the questions that come up. So really that's it for me regarding this new Nurse to Dream Role. Super excited to launch it. And like I said, you can enroll today. It's live today. But the course actually will be accessible tomorrow. Okay. And like I said, if you do it now, you'll get a one-on-one strategy with me. So that's it on that. And then I do have other upcoming things. This is not necessarily for nursing students or new grads, but I do have still one spot available for my Clearwater Beach Business Mastermind. Business Mastermind. This is happening in Clearwater Beach, Florida, happening in about 2 weeks. And if you're interested to learn about that, it's basically a weekend filled with business strategy for nurses out there that are tired of, doing the same old thing, maybe wanting to launch a business, start a consulting or a coaching business, or maybe you started your, whatever business, whether, an LLC or whatever you did, but you're not doing anything with it because you're not sure what to do next, not sure how to market yourself, maybe promote something, not sure how to get your first couple clients. All these things will be covered in this Clearwater Mastermind. It's happening July 31st to August 3rd. I'll drop some of that information later today. If you are interested in joining, just DM me, or you can email me at farah.laurent1@gmail.com. I also have an upcoming course that is going to be in partnership with the University of West Georgia. That will be a self-paced course, 8-week course. If you're interested, maybe you can't get to the Clearwater in-person mastermind, but you want to learn how to grow your business, how to start, all the fundamentals will be in that 8-week course. I will also drop the link for that. A lot of things coming up. Super excited. And of course, my conference is next year, March 6th and 7th. Early bird tickets are already live for that conference, and it's going to be called the Nurses Making Business Moves Conference. It's going to be in Tampa, Florida, at the University of Tampa. And I know a lot of people have been asking. I have not released the speakers yet. I do have them all ready to go, but I will probably start releasing that information. I think probably the first week of August, I will start dropping, all the speakers. Super excited to have these speakers. They're going to, blow you away. And then I'm also updating the website with all the information for the conference. So that's coming soon. Okay. So I know I said a lot, but I'm just updating you on all the different things, all the different projects that I'm working on. And like I said, if you're not sure and you just want to reach out to ask something about one of these things that I'm planning, definitely just reach out to me, DM me, and I will be happy to address any of your questions. All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Enroll in the class, New Nurse Dream Roll, available now. Launches tomorrow officially. You'll have access to the actual course.